Hey everyone, welcome back to VeloView. Today we're diving deep into the upcoming 2026 Genesis GV90, a vehicle that has been stirring excitement across the automotive world. This isn't just another SUV, it's set to be the flagship electric model from Genesis, the luxury arm of Hyundai, and it promises to combine futuristic technology, outstanding comfort, and bold design into one package. With so much anticipation surrounding this model, let's walk through everything we know, what to expect, and why this SUV might just become one of the most interesting luxury EVs on the road. The GV90 is positioned as Genesis's largest and most luxurious SUV, sitting above the GV80 in the lineup. It's expected to measure over 5 meters in length, giving it a commanding presence on the road while offering 3 full rows of seating. Genesis has based its design on the striking neon concept, and even though production models are never as radical as concepts, the GV90 will carry forward plenty of futuristic styling elements. The signature twin-line LED lighting is likely to wrap around the front and rear, and instead of a traditional grille you'll see a sleek closed-off design that emphasizes its electric identity. Aerodynamics will play a major role here, with smooth surfaces and sculpted bodywork reducing drag, while large alloy wheels, potentially 22 inches, will underline its premium appeal. Expect details like flush door handles, clean sheet metal, and a design philosophy that blends elegance with presence. Beneath the skin, the GV90 will be built on Hyundai Motor Group's new M platform, an evolution of the current EGMP architecture used in vehicles like the Ioniq 5 and the Genesis GV60. This platform is designed for next-generation electric vehicles, offering improvements in efficiency, driving range, and adaptability. One of the highlights is its 800-volt electrical system, which allows extremely fast DC charging. In practical terms, this means you'll be able to recharge from 10 to 80% in as little as 20 to 25 minutes when using a high-powered charger. For long-distance drivers, this is a major benefit, as it minimizes downtime compared to many competing EVs. Performance is another big talking point. Genesis is expected to offer the GV90 with dual-motor all-wheel drive as standard, with power figures likely starting around 500 horsepower. For those who crave more, a high-performance trim could push output closer to or beyond 600 horsepower, possibly by introducing a third motor setup. This level of performance would mean 0 to 60 miles per hour times dipping into the 4-second range or even faster, putting it in direct competition with luxury rivals from Mercedes, BMW, Audi, and even Tesla. Despite its size, the GV90 is likely to feel agile thanks to features like rear axle steering, adaptive air suspension, and electronically controlled dampers that balance comfort with dynamic handling. Range is estimated to be around 300 miles on a full charge, with larger battery packs potentially extending that figure to closer to 350 miles depending on trim and configuration. This places the GV90 in a sweet spot for luxury EV buyers who expect long-distance capability without compromising performance. Of course, exact EPA or WLTP figures haven't been finalized yet, but Genesis will need to stay competitive in this space given how many rivals are already pushing past the 300-mile benchmark. Stepping inside, luxury is clearly the focus. Genesis has been consistently praised for crafting interiors that feel more expensive than their price tags, and the GV90 will be no exception. Expect a cabin drenched in high-quality materials such as leather, alcantara, natural wood, and brushed metals. The design will likely be minimalist but rich, blending traditional craftsmanship with futuristic tech. A massive curved or dual display setup will dominate the dashboard, providing infotainment, driver information, and seamless integration with over-the-air updates. The 3-row layout means this is a true family vehicle, but with comfort levels that rival first-class travel. Heated, ventilated, and massaging seats are almost certain for the first and second rows, and there may even be executive-style seating options with extended recline for rear passengers. Ambient lighting, high-end audio systems from suppliers like Lexicon or Bang & Olufsen, and advanced climate control zones will round out the luxurious experience. Technology will be central to the GV90's appeal. Beyond the high-resolution displays, the SUV is expected to debut Genesis's latest infotainment interface, complete with artificial intelligence-based personalization. Drivers and passengers can expect seamless connectivity with smartphones, voice assistants, and cloud-based services. Safety and driver assistance systems will also be cutting-edge, with semi-autonomous driving features like lane centering, adaptive cruise control, and automatic lane changes. Genesis has made huge strides in advanced driver assistance, and the GV90 could very well offer a next-generation version of highway driving assist that brings it closer to hands-free highway cruising. Rear passengers may also benefit from independent infotainment screens, adding to the luxury travel experience. But not everything will be perfect, and it's worth discussing the trade-offs. The GV90's size and weight will make efficiency a challenge, so while 300+ miles of range is solid, some rivals might push past 400 miles. Charging infrastructure, depending on where you live, will also determine how convenient fast charging really is, as not every region has 350 kilowatts chargers readily available. Another point is pricing. While Genesis typically undercuts its German rivals, this will still be a six-figure SUV in most markets. Estimates suggest starting prices around $100,000, with fully loaded versions pushing up toward $120,000 or more. That still makes it slightly more accessible than some competitors, but it's undeniably a serious investment. One of the most interesting questions is how much of the concept car wow factor Genesis will keep. The Neon concept featured bold design touches like pillarless coach doors and rotating seats, but spy shots suggest the production GV90 will use conventional doors and more traditional design choices. That's not a bad thing, it simply means Genesis is focusing on practical luxury rather than flashy gimmicks. Even so, expect some unique touches to set it apart, perhaps in the form of advanced ambient lighting, customizable displays, and premium material combinations that you won't find in other SUVs. The GV90 enters a very competitive space, going up against the Mercedes EQS SUV, BMW X, Audi Q8 e-tron, Rivian R1S, and even high-end trims of the Tesla Model X. Its advantage will be a combination of styling, interior quality, fast charging, and a reputation for delivering more than you pay for. Genesis has quickly built a name for itself in the luxury sector, and if it continues that trajectory, the GV90 could become one of the most desirable electric SUVs for buyers who want something fresh yet refined. In conclusion, the 2026 Genesis GV90 represents a bold step for the brand, combining next-generation EV technology with luxury craftsmanship and family-friendly space. It promises fast charging, powerful performance, and a beautifully designed interior, all wrapped in a sleek and modern exterior. While pricing and exact specifications will determine just how successful it is, the GV90 already looks like it could stand toe-to-toe with some of the most established luxury SUVs in the world. For anyone considering a high-end electric SUV in the next couple of years, this is one to keep firmly on your radar. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this deep dive. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on more upcoming vehicles, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to VeloView for more detailed reviews, insights, and comparisons.